Hey guys, what's up? It's Nova, and I just want to make this little clip before we start the last session on this video. First of all, I want to thank my girlfriend so much for letting me use her chair. It was a big help in what I was able to do. And thank you for not getting mad at me for running into you a couple of times because I was still getting used to the chair. Just and thank you for supporting me in this, and I want to thank everyone for supporting me in doing this, and my nose is really itchy. I'm very sorry. But yeah, guys, it was an amazing experience. Thanks for all the support. My girlfriend, love you, baby. This was an awesome opportunity for me to do some real good, and I just want to thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. This video is for you! Above everyone else, and then all my friends in wheelchairs, but my girlfriend at the top, of course, because that's the kind of guy I am. See you in the Q&A session. All right, so we are now home and safe and sound. As soon as we got home, I was extremely tired, and my arms were just dead after today. Honestly, I put her chair back. She took me home, so I didn't have to walk in the rain because it's been raining all day. It's still raining. I'm not happy about it one bit. It made everything bad, just bad. I'm sorry. So to end this whole video, by the way, this took a while to edit, so I hope you guys like. We have a little Q&A session. So a lot of my friends actually supported what I was doing and said it was a really good thing to raise awareness and show a different perspective for people towards people with disabilities and in wheelchairs. Because, they're people too. They're people too. They don't want to be treated like any differently. So we have a few questions here, and we are going to answer them. Okay, so my friend had actually two sets of questions here. So the first one is, because I asked him, do you have any questions? He said, how did it feel going around in the wheelchair? Like, how many times did you almost use your legs to get somewhere? Then you remembered you can't use your legs and must find a different way to get there. Alright, first question. How did it feel going around in a wheelchair? Well, let's see. 1 or 2 years ago back, I actually used my girlfriend's wheelchair because I was having a little heat stroke because I was out in the sun too much. And it was really weird at that time. And I used her chair a couple of times just to test it out when we got the brakes and stuff fixed. But today, using it all day, within a few hours, I was actually pretty used to it. I was actually really getting the mechanics of rolling around a lot. So that was pretty much it. How did it feel? It felt different, of course. You're not walking, you're actually using a wheelchair. But once again, after a few hours, I actually got used to it. So it was okay. So how many times did I almost actually use my legs and then forget I had to find a different way? Well, let's see. I got in it around 10 o'clock. I believe, yeah, 10 o'clock. Was it 10? Yeah, it was 10. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, so my girlfriend's wanted to make a veggie skillet for us, and she needed a little help. So she asked me if I can get the spices and eggs and stuff. And in my mind, she's freaking testing me. She's testing me in the wheelchair. I know she is, just to mess with me. I know you are. So I almost did use my legs to get up to the spices because they're in a cabinet up above. So instead of that, I had to use my elbow to put it onto the counter and lift myself up using my left arm, and with my right arm grabbing for the spices. And reaching for the eggs, it was a little weird because you have to really lean into the fridge because the chair is blocking your path. So, and I also had to balance it on my lap because I didn't want to spill 12 plus eggs everywhere. And there was the other time after that when we finished cooking and I had to turn off the stove for her. And reaching over to turn off the stove, I almost used my legs then, but then I remembered I couldn't, so I just sat back down and reached for it, where I nearly burned all of my arm hair off because that thing was still bloody hot. Now, I like the next question because that's a big one. Did it take longer to get to places than it would have walking to locations if you used your legs? So, did it take longer with a chair than the legs? By a long shot. Oh my god. So, if you watched the video, you would have seen that the elevators, both of them, not just one, but
Both of them
were out of order. So instead of just going up the elevator or able bodied person just walking up the stairs, no, you can't do that. So you have to go out of that building, go to the next building across from it, which is the business building, find the elevator, go to the third floor, take the elevator up to the third floor, go across the bridge that connects the third floor between the two buildings, then go to the class. Then I wanted to go with my friend to study for the test a little, so I had to go back to the business building on the third floor, go down the elevator, go back to the building, the floor where the broken elevators are. Broken, everything broken. Then we had to go. Then I went back to the UC building, another building next to that one. Took the elevator down. Then I was with him. Then I was with my friend studying. So compared to walking up the stairs, which would have taken no more than 15 to 20 seconds, I'm sure, to get to the class. Okay? Compared to a wheelchair, taking a good 10 minutes to get one bloody class because the elevators were broke. That's insane. And that was a headache. And I do not wish that for any person in a wheelchair. I'm sorry! Okay, so we had another question after that one. Let's see. Also, was it more physically demanding going around in a wheelchair than it was when you walk around? Walk around. I'm pretty sure you meant walk around. Good lord, my arms. Screw all your dumbbells, all your bench pressing. You want results with arm day? You get yourself a bloody wheelchair and do not walk at all day. I didn't walk one single bit today. Like maybe once just to put up her handicap placard because she was late to class. But that's it. That's it. I did not walk one bit today. So I'm literally using my arms and that hurts alone. Ow. So when you are just rolling around all day, it is a lot more physically demanding. I would say it's like, compared to my normal walking, I carry around maybe a 40 to 50 pound backpack because of my laptop and my books and my notebooks and stuff. This was probably about 5 times more physically demanding than on a daily basis. So if anything, physically disabled people in wheelchairs for the entirety of their life face the biggest challenge that any able-bodied person could ever face. Props to them for doing this every single day of their lives. Okay? I'm not just saying that to be nice. It's just the hardest thing in the world, especially when you're facing all these bloody ramps and all these bloody hills when you could just simply walk up them. No. Your arms become concrete at the end of the day because of all the muscle you get. Look at that. Look at that. My arm is freaking swollen. I'm not even flexing right now. Okay? This is flexing. There's no difference. It's like concrete. And at the same time, they're freaking
wet noodles.
Just it's hanging there because I'm that sore. I don't want to do anything with my arms at all today. I'm just done. And I'm an idiot because I keep moving my arms around, trying to be expressive like an Italian. So I'm not going to be like a Donald Trump. I'm going to answer it straight up. Yes, it is much more physically demanding than walking around. If you want arm day to be your extreme day, be in a wheelchair all day. Alright, next question from my good buddy Sean Beck from Community College. What prompted you to do this actually? Well, what prompted me was honestly dating my girlfriend for the past 3 years. I've been going through everything that she has. I've experienced all the struggles that she has all along the way. I've always been there to support her no matter what. That's just the guy I am. I do everything I can for her. I care about her so much. And I see all my friends dealing with all the crap, including VIA and all the hospitals and stuff, and Medicaid, all that stuff. And I just want to I want to raise awareness to people that think that look down on or think badly of people with disabilities, such as people in wheelchairs. They're no different than any other dang person out there. They are no better nor no worse than anyone. They are all the same. They're just people. They want to be accepted as a person, not looked down on, not pitied for, just normal. Just treat them normal, talk to them normal, don't talk to them in a slow way. Just normal. So, what prompted me to do this was to spread awareness and kill ignorance toward people with disabilities. I have to honestly say today, not many people gave me any hard time beside the assholes in the handicap stalls. Other than that, nothing really. If anything, a couple of my friends that see me every day on campus thought I broke a leg or something. I mean, normally you would be in crutches if you broke your leg or something. Ow. So what prompted me was trying to do a good thing. Trying to spread awareness, trying to create a new perspective, trying to give a different point of view for those who are looked down on or something, or treated differently just because of their chair. It ain't right to me. So that's what I tried to do today. I tried to prove a point. I'm no different than you. I'm no different just because of a chair. Deal with it. Alright, on to the next question. My friend Sam asks, how did you feel about yourself being in a chair as a normally able-bodied person? Alright, so we go back to the whole getting used to it. Within a few hours, I was pretty used to it, beside dealing with the ramps and stuff. That was really challenging to me, but how did I feel about myself? I didn't really feel any different. Nothing really makes me feel any different in my own skin, really. But that's just me. I knew what I was doing. I knew I was doing this for a good cause, to raise awareness, like I said. I'm saying that too many times. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. If anything, I felt good about myself. I felt good about myself knowing I was doing a good thing. Next question. Did people treat you differently, and if so, how? People didn't really do anything. They didn't do anything at all. I mean, there was a tour. There was a tour for high schoolers, and they kind of looked at me, but that's probably because high schoolers aren't used to dealing with people in wheelchairs. Well, I got news for you. You're gonna have a lot of it, so get used to it. Other than that, a couple of my friends thought I broke my leg, but they didn't really treat me any differently. They just said, hey, you okay? Did you break something? Beside that, nothing really, and I'm really happy about that. Let's see, would this affect your outlook on life, having to use a wheelchair for the rest of your life if you had to, either negative or positive? Would this affect my outlook? Well, I can tell you right now, it already did affect my outlook just being in the wheelchair for one day. It has completely opened my eyes towards anyone that is in a wheelchair for the rest of their lives. Honestly, I can't see how you do it, but you're just that amazing. It was really hard for me, but I guess when you don't really have a choice, you just suck it up, Buttercup, and just do it. You know, friggin' Shia LaBeouf, just do it! Honestly, if I had to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, I would make any bad thing a good situation. I mean, I'm getting good at doing wheelies. I mean, I'm pretty fast. I can go pretty fast in the wheels, and if I wanted to, I could probably knock someone's ass out if I wanted to with the chair, so that's a good thing, right? Right! If I had to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, how would it affect my outlook? Well, today it really opened my eyes, like I said. I have a newfound perspective for people with disabilities and people in a wheelchair. Um, if I was in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, I would probably continue my campaign on raising awareness and creating a new perspective and trying to kill the ignorance that people feel towards people in wheelchairs or people with disabilities, period. Deep breaths. I mean, yeah, it would suck if I couldn't walk, but, you know, stuff happens, you know? At least you're alive. You could be dead and not have a life. I mean, the odds of you being the one sperm that made it to the egg is pretty astronomical. My girlfriend's in a wheelchair. She's going to college. She's had a job as a call center person. That's better than nothing at all. She's majoring to become a teacher. She's going to be an awesome teacher. I know she's going to be one of the best teachers I know. So, it wouldn't really kill my vibe on life for the rest of my life if I had to be in a wheelchair. I'd always be positive about it. I mean, I do have stairs to my house, so that would be a problem, but if anything, I would just have my mom or dad carry up the chair to my house, and then I would just scoop myself up the chair. But yeah. And finally, one of the most general questions I've ever seen. You're that kind of person. How was the experience? Well, the first word that comes to mind at this point, at this right point right here, pain. Honestly, pain. My arms are killing me from going from 10 until, when do we get home? 6? Yeah, we go home around 6. So, 2 plus 6, 8 hours in a chair, rolling all day for the first time for one whole day. It was very painful, first of all. But beside that, it was once again very eye-opening. It created a new perspective and a new outlook on life for me. I have I had a respect for people with disabilities and people in wheelchairs in the first place, but that respect and just that awe-inspiring just respect for them, I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? I can't speak! It opened my eyes on a whole different level. We need to do more to make handicapped people's lives a lot easier than it is. There may only be 1% of the country that is in a wheelchair, but that's still 3 million citizens that are in a wheelchair and have to deal with a dominant, physically able person dominant world. And we need to do more. Got gas to do more to help them out. Like when I went to community college with my girlfriend, where I first met her, she had an exam. She had a final exam, and the elevator was broke.
And I was like, oh, hell no. You're going to take that test. I don't give a damn what you say.
So I asked the teacher who was in charge of the test, who met us at the bottom of the floor, the bottom floor of the building. Told him, you take the chair. I'm going to carry her up to the classroom. And he was like, really, dude? That's 3 floors. I was like,
I don't care. It's a final exam. She needs to get up there somehow, doesn't she?
So he carried the chair 3 floors, which was nothing. And then I carried her up 3 floors to her classroom, which was nothing. I'd do anything for her. I love her that much. That's just me, though. Overall, it was...
Stop moving.
Overall, it was one of the most amazing experiences I've had in my life. If I would do it again, but tomorrow we don't have class in this spring break, so maybe Monday or Tuesday I'll do it again. Maybe we'll have different experiences. Maybe people will start asking questions, and then things will really spice up. I don't know. Anything can happen, really. But yeah, guys, I'm Nova Flame. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of long, but it was one heck of a wild ride. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys do too. Or did. Whatever. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. And share this video. Share this video if you thought it was inspiring.
Bye-bye.